So there are there are times, if I'm in side plank, for example, and it's just so hard on my shoulder, and I just feel, and I start worrying, I start getting down on myself, like, is it that my arm's weak, or is it that I'm getting fatter? And so there's just more weight on the arm, right? And and then sometimes I'm able to quiet those voices and think, well, it doesn't really matter. And the best class is whatever the best class is for me. And I'm not in competition with anyone. That's not the point.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just see if I can hold it, if I can stay strong in this pose 1 second longer, and then 1 second after that. And then it gets very almost, 12 step, like one day at a time. And of course, then when you get into this virtuous cycle where you're thinking that way, you're more focused. You're not off the mat. You're not thinking about what happens later in the day. You're all of a sudden thinking about the practice, and that's when things go really well. And then before you know it.
So when you're doing a side plank and you're struggling, do you ever think about putting, your knee down and modifying it and shortening the distance so you're not?
I was gonna ask that this way. Mark, do you ever give yourself permission to put your knee down
There we
and
go.
modify?
So, you guys are like,
Larry.